We are really unlocking some alpha today. Japan's prime minister says that Web3 can transform the internet as Japan opens up their economy to crypto and prepares to put out a crypto framework within the country. Welcome back to the Blockhash Podcast channel. Let's talk crypto. Make sure to check out our sponsor, BENFT. They are revolutionizing education using DeFi methods as well as artificial intelligence to make that possible. Be sure to check them out at their website down below in the description, as well as all the material and social media links and communities in regards to BNFT. They're fantastic. Also check out our Patreon. We do a chart analysis every week, and we put it on Patreon before it goes out anywhere else on YouTube and anywhere else that we have a channel. So get it there firsthand for 2 cups of coffee a month. That's it. Stay ahead of the crowd. All right, so let's see what's going on in Japan. So Japan's Prime Minister Fumio Kishida said that Web3 has the potential to transform the internet as we know it. Totally agree with that. Indeed, speaking at the WebX Web3 conference taking place in Tokyo, Kishida discussed the sector's transformative potential to change the digital and social worlds. Additionally, Kishida remarked that the government was focused on facilitating the continued growth, specifically stating that his administration's new capitalism policies are designed to drive the continued development of the sector. He is championing Web3 potential. Over the last several months, various countries have grappled with the presence of Web3 development. Some have halted the idea of regulation for digital assets, while others have fully embraced the next phase of internet development. Speaking at a Web3 conference today, one prime minister clearly sided with the latter. Again, Kishida stating that Web3 has the potential to transform the internet. Kishida also brought light to how the nation is embracing the transformative potential through its policies, specifically stating that the government is developing an environment to aid Web3 promotion, utilizing its administration's new capitalism economic. Well, this is redundant. Watch your guru. Stop making me repeat this stuff. Kishida said Web3 is part of the new form of capitalism via video message at the conference. Conversely, his statement arrives as Japan has consistently embraced the sector in recent months. Binance CEO CZ has already announced its intention to debut in the country next month. Additionally, there have been reports that the country is seeking the development of its own stablecoin, also verifying the country's continued embrace of developments in Web3 and cryptocurrencies. So Japan is one of those countries, one of these small but yet powerful island nations that has some of the best developments in multiple industries across the world, whether it's healthcare, in tech, in robotics, you know, whatever it is, across the spectrum. Japan is constantly leading the world technologically in their developments and in their innovation and what they do. And it's been a long time coming, but they've had this kind of pseudo ban on crypto within the country where they didn't really want anything to do with it until this year. A lot of things have changed. The banking industry is looking into it. They want to create their own national digital yen. They want to have a CBDC. They want to incorporate smart contracts into society. They realize that there's a lot of benefit with that. You know, this stuff is going very well in South Korea, and they want to copy that format, I think, and take it to another level. China is even opening up to crypto. If China's opening up to it, then capitalist Japan kind of has to. So I think to keep up as well with innovation technologically in this Asiatic region of the world, they have to open up to it. So they can't be closed off to the idea of what you can do with crypto, what Bitcoin is, and you know how blockchain is a ledger through smart contracts, dApps, and applications, DeFi initiatives, DAOs and DAGs and oracles. There's so many cool things going on in the space, and I feel like this really jives well with the culture in Japan too, especially in the NFT world. I feel like Japan itself will have its own NFT boom because of the anime and manga market itself. They play really well hand in hand together. I think media and art and showbiz as well as anime and manga will play very well into the blockchain world, into Web3. And I think it's something that's, of high desire for a lot of Japanese people. So I think one thing that'll help push crypto forward is most of Asia. Now that Korea has been very interested in crypto for a long time, obviously, but Japan getting on board, China getting on board, Singapore opening up more, Hong Kong opening up fully, I think it's going to attract a lot more money than we're used to seeing. And instead of the US really leading this next bull run, I think you're going to see Asian countries lead the next bull run because it's going to be fresh money, fresh excitement in this space. Just backing out and looking into the charts today, Bitcoin is, down a little bit. It's kind of like fluctuating and correcting on the 30-minute. Let's go back to the daily, just give you a better picture. This is totally fine. This is normal. This is what Bitcoin has been doing all year. We are still in our funnel. We are still trying to break out of this purple box, surprisingly, all the way back to mid-April. We've been trying to break out of this purple box. I guess I'm going to have to extend it. But 32,000 has been a really hard level for Bitcoin to figure out how to break through. More specifically, I think like 31.8. But it's having a short-term correction pullback, but this is setting up really nicely if we look at it as a consolidation phase. On the Bollinger Bands, they're just super, super tight. You see it breaking down a little bit on the Bollinger Band, but again, it's just really tight, so I don't know if I count that. On the moving averages, on the 20 and the 50, Bitcoin is pushing just slightly below. The big ones to hold are the 100-day and the 200-day. Bitcoin has stayed very strong on the 200-day, has this buoyancy aspect. And on the 100-day, same thing. It doesn't dip far below it. So we could see Bitcoin potentially pull back all the way to 27,005, 28,000, worst case scenario. But this is getting so tight up here. Eventually, Bitcoin's got to rocket upwards. It's a matter of time. With all the ETFs out, these countries getting on board, with the developments, with the halving coming up in, just under a year, Bitcoin's got to start finding its way, to this 40,000, 45,000, 50,000 level eventually. I think 30,000 is a very healthy level for Bitcoin. So I still think it's undervalued. And I think it's got to sit anywhere between 30,000 and 40,000. So I'm going to say 35,000 is the happy spot. We blow through to 40-something thousand, come back to 35, sit there for a little bit before the halving. That's my guess. Also, given how Bitcoin has moved in 1, 2, 3 big tranches this year, forming really strong support at 20,000, at 25,000, and again, back testing one more time. So we are going to see what ends up happening, but having developments like this with Japan only bolster this market. We're in a bull market. It's a matter of time, and I'm very excited on the overall direction. So this is good news. It's good to get another country on board, more Asian countries involved in the space. So comment your thoughts down below on the video, what you guys think about Japan getting involved and what this means for crypto. Could this really lead to more liquidity and a big pump in capital injections into crypto? Or is this a nothing burger? Who knows? You tell me. Comment your thoughts down below, like the video, and subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do. If you have, you're the best. Love you guys. Chat tomorrow. Peace.